Welcome back, beautiful people, to another terrible unboxing courtesy of... On this week's episode of Trey the Terrible Collector, we will be rounding out the Battle Brigade series. So the Battle Brigade series, it started off with a new version of Colossus. Looking at the back of the card, that Colossus looks a hell of a lot cooler than the one that we ended up with. The arms appear functional. Well, really just that. The arms appear functional. The Archangel, we went through, that was pretty cool. The Beast had some hits, had some misses. I think overall we ended up pretty positive on the Beast. The last two figures in the Battle Brigade series are another version of Wolverine and Lady Deathstrike. So the X-Men have a ton of female villains who are like pretty impressive overall. Excuse me, young man, I'm making a video to keep it down. The first one that we got out of the package would have been Dark Phoenix, and we got Spiral as well. Now we're starting to get into some of the better known ones. We got Lady Deathstrike. Eventually we're going to be unboxing like a Mystique and things like that, and a White Queen as well, maybe. But for now, we're going to start here. Let's do this Wolverine first. So one little thing of note, on this box it says Lady Deathstrike biomorphing action, biomorphing armor. So that's got a little bit of a misprint on the card, but it's not actually part of the packaging, so it wouldn't be worth anything extra. We're going to go ahead and tear this open. This version of Wolverine is called Patch, and that is a pseudonym that he went under while he was, I believe, in Madripoor doing some shady business. This is pretty cool. So he comes out of the package ready to rock and roll. The suit is on him. His claws, or like extra blades, are like taped on because it looks like they would be pretty loose in the packaging. And then there are these little red semi-translucent cables that attach the extra blades to his extra shoulders. First thing that you might notice, or you might say, if a stranger came up to you, is, what do you think Wolverine doesn't need? And if the answer was giant blades, you would have been right, because he's already got those. But this is pretty neat, the armor, whatever. The sculpt of the figure itself, Moosey, hey big boy. The sculpt of the figure itself, the head sculpt is unique, very cool. He's got his hair pulled back in like a ponytail. He's got the eye patch on, pretty unique. The rest of the body, I believe, is the same body from the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine, which is atrocious. He's like hunched over. His stomach, like part of his stomach doesn't exist. It's a weird build. But the blades are neat. The armor's cool, and it's cool that we got a patch. You know, like that's a unique version of Wolverine. So it doesn't feel wasted. It's pretty cool. Let's get to our Lady Deathstrike. So she comes with a whole bunch of crap, and it looks pretty neat overall. So the figure itself, very comic cartoon accurate. The long fingers are really cool looking. She's got a little bit of detail in the arm where you can see like the cybernetics are like all part of it. I don't think you'd be able to see it, but once we zoom in, maybe you'll get a good shot. The fact that the arms move at these weird angles is a little irksome. You wouldn't have killed you to just put them straight up and down. And the hips, again, they do that thing that some of the females' hips do where they're cocked and they slant out at a V instead of just standing up normal. So if you see the way she stands, she's got her hips super out to the side. Let's see what she came with. Removable forearm cannon. It's just a gun. I don't... Oh, okay. So it's got a little... like a little handle, I guess, that like pops off and pops back on. It's whatever. That feels unnecessary. This thing, on the other hand, is pretty fucking cool. This is a giant lobster claw. I don't know. Yeah, that's fantastic. And that's actually probably why her arm is weirdly cocked out to the side. So I don't know why she comes with a giant lobster claw, but it's cool. We're going to go ahead and just take that as a win. This is a cybernetic helmet. I believe it goes up over her shoulder and pops in. Maybe. Neat. So she's got a little like tracking thing. Realistically, none of this crap is necessary on this figure. She's really neat on her own. Her face is a little lackluster, but nothing terrible. You know, I certainly wouldn't go like, oh, this is the worst Lady Deathstrike figure I've ever seen. It's pretty cool. The details on the arm are really neat. The details on the clothing where you have like the ribbed, everything else is cool. The lobster claw is neat, and the rest of it's extraneous and silly. But we certainly didn't buy toys because they weren't silly. So the the Battle Brigade have variants of both of these figures, and I've seen both of them, and they're both just like not that much different and not really that interesting. So what I did was I found this. This is the Marvel Arch Enemies series, and this has a really cool red and silver variant of Lady Deathstrike and an entirely different Wolverine. So the Wolverine in this one is the Battle Ravaged Wolverine, and it came from maybe the Mutant Genesis line, maybe the Invasion line, but whatever it was, we didn't open the Wolverine from that series. And the reason we didn't open it was because I knew I had this guy sitting in the wings, and I didn't think that we needed a 12th, 15th, 38th Wolverine. So these are numbered. There's only 24,000 of these that were ever made. Is that right? Yeah. So there's probably a way to like keep track of how many of these are loose in the wild. I don't care. I'm gonna open them up regardless. Okay. So this version of that 2-pack has, like I said, a much different Wolverine. So this is like a battle ravaged suit. It's all ripped up. It's also metallic, so it's like gold and like a cool matte blue that really sets it all off nicely. His weapon pack is blue and gold instead of black and silver. The blades are also painted to look like real metal and have like a little bit of like rust and stuff to them. Those look neat. And the attachments are a little bit darker, the rubber thing. He also has a little lever. Let's pull it and see what we get. Nothing. Hee ha hoo ha hoo ha. Oh, they like move backwards, which doesn't really work with this armor, but this armor wasn't built for this toy, so I suppose it's not that surprising. The detail on this is fantastic. I really love this. There's a lot of really cool little like pockets of color. Really neat. This one's really, really well done. I like this a lot. This patch I can take it or leave it. He's whatever. Deathstrike 2, the silver one. So this version is completely the same. The paint is a little bit more detailed. So each one of the lines, like on her vest and on her pants, These ones are like colored in and kind of shaded, so not only is it a different coloring, there's a lot more detail provided to the color that is there. The cybernetics on her arm are still very interesting. Her flesh tone is a little bit more like reddish, kind of fits nicely with the outfit. All in all, really kind of a really nice looking figure. I like this one a lot. All of her accessories have that same well, this one's different. They all have that same weathered paint that like the paint on his blades do. So this gun has a tiny little attachment with it that I didn't see on the last one. Maybe we missed something. But all the little pieces look cool. They look a little bit better than the originals, just because they look like actual metal. And then this that it comes with is really the pièce de résistance, a little X-ring. Sick. I'm gonna wear that to the point that it annoys people around me. Cool. Really sweet. So we opened up the last of the Battle Brigade. We skipped over and opened up a really cool 2-pack. I think all in all, really good. This patch figure is not terrible, but he's definitely the weakest of the bunch. And I would say that this Wolverine is actually probably the strongest. He's really cool looking. Although I really like this Deathstrike too. Neat. Thank you so much for tuning in. We always appreciate the company on the show, and we wouldn't really be doing this if it wasn't for y'all. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and tell your friends and blah, blah, blah. Y'all have been wonderful. I have been terrible, and I can't wait. We will see you again very soon.